Southwaite and welcome on board this flight from London to Manila. Now I am really excited to get to the Philippines as it's a new country for me and one I've wanted to go to for a really long time. We've got an exciting schedule ahead of us. 12 days of island hopping, surfing, paddleboarding, eating a lot of food and trekking as well. I'm not going to be on my own either, as I'll be joined by tourism advocate Melissa Dizon, who I'm really excited to meet. And together we're going to find out if it really is more fun in the Philippines.
Places to go, things to see. Welcome to my home, my country. Beautiful sights I want you to see. It's more fun in the Philippines. It makes you feel like in a dream. It's more fun in the Philippines. It makes you feel like in a dream.
I love travelling, and especially to those faraway destinations. One reason is that long-haul flights tend to avoid the cramped feel of those budget European airlines. I can relax, get a drink, a proper meal, enjoy the entertainment, and grab some sleep. And I can wake up refreshed and ready to explore.
Who needs first class when you've got 4 seats to yourself? Not bad, eh?
From Manila, our first stop will be the region around Lake Taal. Then we'll fly south to see the holiday island of Bohol, its neighbour Cebu, before a short hop to the remote surfing paradise of Siargao. Next, it's the stunning scenery and crystal clear waters of Coron, before ending our tour in Manila. The Philippines officially has over 7,000 islands, so it's never a problem finding beautiful beaches or warm turquoise waters to tempt you. But it's also a land of colourful festivals, amazing wildlife, and gorgeous, sometimes surprising food.
What?
There is magnificent scenery, friendly, welcoming locals, and all kinds of activities, so I can't wait to get started. Landing in Manila, Mel was there to greet me.
Hello! Welcome to the Philippines!
So lovely to see you.
Yes! Oh, I really hope you had a nice flight.
It was good.
Philippine Airlines.
I'm excited to look
So,
around.
yeah, so let's go.
Okay, great. From the moment we headed out into the busy streets of the capital, there was an unmistakable sense of excitement. But Manila would have to wait. We had an early start the next morning, so it was straight to a hotel for a good night's sleep. 5 a.m. and we're on the road south from the city, heading to the small town of Talisay on the banks of Lake Taal. It's not long before we get our first glimpses of the lake and the famous volcano in the centre.
When you reach the island, you will be given horses to go up to the mountain. The whole volcano is an island. The whole island is a volcano.
So the lake has a volcano and the volcano has a lake.
Yes, and the volcano island has a lake. Within the lake, there is another island.
Like
inside
Inception.
Another, there is another island inside the crater lake.
Wonderful.
But scientists now have seen 47 craters and cones within the island. So meaning there has been more eruption than what has been recorded. Okay, the last eruption was 1977. But the lava goes up and down only within the crater.
When was the last time the lava came out of the volcano?
In 1969, the lava from here did not go up. It just flowed down to the shore of the island. And this is the product of the lava flow. The lava, the mud that's burning, when cooled, becomes a young rock that is porous, showing where boiling had happened. It seems to be the end of the world. Yes, because we feel the earth is moving up and everything is shaking. Tables are moving, cabinets are falling. And when we went out of the house, because it's early morning, we saw the sky is all red. Because the hot lava, the hot ashes that meet the cauldron on top produces lightning, thunder. So it's the same time the earth is shaking with the lightning and with the thunder. We thought it's the end of the world. But the worst thing, my grandmother told us she's living during the last eruption in 1911 January. It was stronger than 1965. And according to her, they are living on the hillside. The water rose up, which we call now tsunami, because a very strong earthquake. And the record in the national government shows there was 1,335 people died with a very little population of 1911. Everybody along the shore of the lake died. And according to my grandmother, in a week of time, everything on the water, can see thousands of floating bodies of dead animals and humans. That makes us more scary on 1965 eruption.
So, on that cheerful note, Mel and I were getting one of the traditional small boats across to the island. It's easy to see the volcano in the distance and imagine the chaos it can cause. I also learned that this lake actually used to be joined to the sea as part of the Balayan Bay, but a huge eruption in 1754 sealed it with lava, and over the years it gradually lost all its salinity. I was still trying to get my head around this lakes and islands thing. So we're crossing a lake on an island. In the centre of the lake is an island with a volcano, and in the crater of the volcano there's another lake with another tiny island in it. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll all become clear. For now, I'm just enjoying the relaxing boat trip and the gorgeous views. As we neared Volcano Island, it became clear how high it really was. Thankfully, we'd booked some horses to take us up the steep climb. I love how colourful everything is here. I'm sure grey hasn't been invented in the Philippines yet. Oh yes, just how I'd get on. Should we go and find some horses?
Yeah, let's check it out. I think they're
After you.
somewhere there. Let's go.
It's a bit wobbly.
I think maybe we want to go first.
This trip was also going to be an adventure for city girl Mel. It is a bit of a balancing act, isn't it?
It just went down.
I'll let you get off first and then I'll get on. Hope it holds my weight. Okay.
Where do we go?
There we go. Over this way, yeah. For a tourist spot, it was surprisingly quiet. It has all the facilities, a Starbucks coffee shop, and a small tourist centre. But our first task was to find our horses. So we've just travelled across Tal Lake and arrived on Tal Volcanic Island now.
And this part is Talisay, Batangas.
Wonderful.
So that's the province, Batangas.
So this is the smallest active volcano in the world, but there hasn't been an eruption since 1977, so hopefully we won't have any bad luck today.
Oh, our horses is calling us now, I think.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
I was a little concerned that my horse would be big enough to carry me.
Diana.
What's his name?
Diana.
Diana.
Yeah.
So off we go. Let's go find a volcano. Welcome back. We've travelled south from Manila to Lake Tal, where we've crossed to the aptly named Volcano Island. We're now making our way up to see the lake inside the volcano crater and getting some great views. Although Mel seems to be lagging behind on her horse.
So I have a baby here.
Apparently the guide sharing your horse will make it go faster. So we're about halfway up, although obviously the horse is doing all the work, not me. But we can see our destination on the top of the hill now. And we've got some absolutely amazing views, including loads of banana trees, which is pretty cool. Shame none of them actually had any fruit. It's always good to chat to the locals whenever you get an opportunity, and the guides here were actually very knowledgeable. Your local language, is it called Tagalog?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Tagalog, may language.
Same as Indonesia. They have Tagalog in Indonesia, do they? After 45 minutes in the hot sun, we'd finally arrived at the crater. That was a long way. I'm very glad that we rode and we didn't walk.
Oh my gosh.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just that it's really steep. And have you seen the steam?
So was it worth it?
Whoa.
Oh yes. Wow.
Oh my god.
A lake? Look at a lake.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just really weird how you can see the lake inside the volcano and then we're surrounded by a lake. I know the lady explained that before, but it's weird actually seeing it.
It's a different kind of experience, really.
You can see bits of steam coming from down there as well. Behind me. It was a magnificent view. There were eagles soaring around above the lake, getting an even better view than us. And to complete the set, the tiny island they call Vulcan Island, sitting neatly within the crater lake, is clearly visible. Our guides pointed out an even higher summit, with more views.
There's a view on the other side as well.
Constant all the way around views. This time, however, we couldn't take the horses, so it was lucky we'd saved some energy. It doesn't look so steep, but in the heat it was surprisingly tiring.
The volcano. We are in the volcano anyway. Yeah. And it's really red, see?
The red rocks were much more noticeable here, another sign of the active nature of this volcano, like the sulphur given off by the lake itself. There were even more signs of the steam creeping out between the rocks here too.
Oh, there, yeah. So maybe I'll just stay here. Oh, because there's steam there again. See? Oh. It might be really hot, you know.
Sitting on the highest point and taking in the panoramic view, though, was the perfect reward for all that effort. All too soon, it was time to head back down.
Hey, find our horses then.
I have to get a new horse.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the one that doesn't
Yours
have...
was with the baby, wasn't it?
Yes. So I need to get a single horse.
The horses did a good job over the dusty, slippery surface, and at least this time Mel was able to keep up.
Doing okay?
Yeah.
And of course, at least now we were looking in the right direction.
Well, it was an absolutely magnificent view at the top, but the view coming down is just as good. Like literally everywhere you look, there's something impressive to see.
Kasi yun, wala naman kami ibang kamag-anak po dyan, ma'am eh.
As we arrived back to the stables, it became clear that getting the horses to do the hard work did come at a price.
Oh God! I've got a very sore bottom, I'll put it that way.
Yeah. And it's the sun is already up. Oh my goodness, sorry. It's noontime now, almost.
A wonderful way to start my first day in the Philippines, although I am a little bit hot and a little bit dirty. So I feel we've deserved a well-earned lunch now. What do you reckon?
A healthy one.
Yes, let's go.
And apparently Mel knew just the place. Back on the boat, there was time to reflect on what had been a perfect first morning in the Philippines. At least the volcano had been kind to us and not misbehaved while we were there. Before long, we were arriving back in Talisay. The road to Tagatai winds its way up through lush countryside to the 600-metre high ridge on which the town sits. There are regular views back to Lake Tal as you climb even higher. And the town itself has hotels, restaurants and parks along the ridge that give magnificent views across the whole area. Just past the town is Sonia's Garden, a romantic, colourful garden with a very health-conscious restaurant. Cool. Ready for some food now.
I know. I bet they're really hungry.
I am now. Lovely. So we've just arrived at Sonia's Garden. Both of us are pretty hungry.
Yes.
Let's go and eat. Getting to the restaurant, however, meant wandering through the blossom-filled garden, which has so much to see along the way. They have their own organic food stall and plants for sale, and a romantic proposal garden.
Imagine we're entering a proposal garden.
I know. It looks quite romantic.
Wow, look at it.
Can you smell it?
The proposal garden is just one of the many hints towards romance here, and it's a popular place for weddings and romantic getaways. There are even some beautiful cottages to stay in.
What do you use this building for?
This one is a cottages for overnight, so it can occupy about a minimum of 6 persons and maximum of 13. It has with 3 rooms.
It's lovely and cool as well. You've got a really nice breeze coming through.
Yes, and then we have other cottages. We have for couple, and then we have other for families also. But this one is the biggest.
Do you get a lot of families staying here as well?
Yes, and then we do also like weddings. If the preparation of the bride, we do it here.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
That's a lovely location to get married.
Yes.
We're at Sonia's Garden near Tagatai and heading to lunch to meet the lady herself, Sonia Garcia.
How do you find the proposal wreath?
It is cute, wasn't it? Really nice. This looks super pretty. I'd love for you to tell me a little bit about the concept of the restaurant and the whole area.
Well, it's about the slow food philosophy.
Okay.
Right? Slow food philosophy is you plant a seed and about 6 weeks after you harvest them. But it's also sort of fast food, from the plot to the plate. So how fast can it get? Right?
Very true.
And it has very little carbon footprints.
Wow.
It didn't travel far. And also it's healthy for the eaters and for the environment.
Of course, definitely. It's so close, in fact, that the greenhouses are just across the road.
We have here lettuce, we have arugula, we have some herbs like basil, mint, we have chives, and everything is organically grown. So we are growing them, we do not use fertilizer, we use it, we plant like an organic, so it is healthy for the people that we are serving.
So this is like my idea of how one should live life. It's also when you're here, you prolong the pleasure of being alive. I'm also a master of the art of doing nothing. I teach that, and also the art of lounging. And
It's a good place to lounge.
Exactly.
I'll give you that. Very good
and
place.
also the art of reverie. You just dream. And also, after doing nothing, it's time to rest. Doing nothing can be very tiring. So you rest after, have a massage.
I think we might do later on. That sounds like a good idea,
You would
Sonia.
get addicted to it.
Oh, yeah? What percentage of the food do you think you're able to grow locally?
Actually, we only import the olive oil, which we can't grow.
Yep.
And, well, also the salmon. But most of them are all, well, like the black olives here, they're also imported. But most of it, probably 90%. They're
Well, it looks
all-
absolutely
I
fantastic.
know, and you also have flowers on your salad.
Of course.
They're healing. And look at the colors. So you eat with your eyes before you really taste it. These are all edible flowers.
Well, it all looks so tasty. Do you mind if we tuck in?
No problem.
Is that okay?
And also we have poisonous flowers for philandering husbands. So we've thought of everything.
So, do you mind telling me what's your favourite part of the garden, a highlight for you?
Actually, it's a proposal garden where one can have an intimate proposal if you want, to propose for marriage. It also serves as a proposal garden for those already married. They can propose for a divorce. So it's a win-win situation.
You really have thought of everything.
So have fun.
Thank you,
Enjoy.
Sonia. Let's eat.
So
Should we do a cheers?
Cheers.
Cheers. Fresh.
Oh, looks like a fancy.
It's so nice to be out of the heat, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Would you like me some?
Yeah. You try the salmon.
I'll try the salmon.
try the
Okay.
pasta. I just want some. How is it?
It's so good. It's got a really lovely crispy skin, actually. Very nice.
I really liked it here, and the food, like Sonia herself, made us feel very happy. Before we left, there was time for one more stroll through the gardens. And just when we thought we'd seen it all, we stumbled across the apothecary, with a range of natural products that are also produced locally. Back on the road, and our next stop is also a healthy one. Nurture Village is a combination of wellness centre, traditional crafts and healthy eating. The centre grows its own produce, with everything designed to benefit a different part of the body.
We'll start with the brain. So here are the newly planted kale, curly kale. This is the malunggay. So we use this as, we can also blend it into our juices. We use it in our detox treatments as well. In our sinigang.
So you put that one in
Yes, this is also organic. The malunggay. So there are, a lot of fruits and vegetables here that, an eye-opener also to our guests that they don't know. Like, for example, eggplant is good for the brain. How many people know that?
Because they said that eggplant doesn't have anything.
Yes.
No
yeah.
nutritional value.
Yes.
You guys talk bad about eggplant in the Philippines, do you?
But our eggplant, they said that
didn't
it was
know
like
this.
a useless vegetable.
I thought it was a superfood.
Yeah.
Also, what do you think are the benefits of eating an eggplant then?
One of your 5 a day. At least you're getting some vegetables.
So here's another banana. It's also good for the brain and it overcomes depression, relieves stress. This is our lettuce, so it's also good for the brain.
Yeah, I think so. Because look how curly it is.
So this part is more of the wellness part.
Yeah.
And then this area is
The
more
cultural
of
part.
The cultural part. You can feed Maria Clara. So, do you know that the carabao is our national animal?
I do know.
Okay.
And notice that his teeth is like straight.
Yes.
So no fangs, really.
She got all dressed up for our arrival, I think.
Yes, he's always like that. Okay.
So what's happening here?
Okay, so during the olden times, this is how we process our rice.
Okay.
Upon harvesting, we remove the
ipa.
The ipa.
Okay, so the rice would come out as they
pound it.
They pound it.
So in some areas of the Philippines, do they still process it in this way?
Some do, especially in the provinces. But this is the old school of processing the rice. Before we cook it, after we pound it like that.
It's nice that the traditional ways aren't forgotten.
Yes. So this is the second process. So now all that will be remaining is the rice.
The big one.
So this is the traditional way of doing it. But now, you just buy it in the grocery and just put it in the rice cooker and then poof, you have a rice already instant.
And what is also interesting is that at times they would use it sort of like to start a fire.
Mm-hmm.
They would make it as bricks.
We use it here because we have our glamorous camping here. So when we put up our own bonfire, we use the ipa. That's what we call it here, the ipa. So this is another activity. Also with the processing of rice.
Nagiging sipa ba to?
Yes, sipa ball.
Oh, yeah. So you kick it like that?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So maybe what's the famous football team in the UK? Maybe we can suggest it that they can use this.
They should change the ball.
It is quite bouncy, actually.
Yes.
You
this is how
try.
you make it.
You try it. Oh! Sorry.
Let me have a try.
Oh, that's complicated.
The same every time, so left down?
Yes.
Okay.
Like
You should
moving.
watch because you're the expert. So left down,
Yes.
and then right up
Yes.
here,
Yes.
and then
You're reading
under.
it now. I'm just
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
kind of. I think yours is going to be bouncier than mine. So left down
Yes. And right is up.
and right up. I think it would take me a very long time to make this properly.
But it's fun. Even kids do that. They love
Exactly, they're doing better than me. Left down.
The coconut tree is also called the tree of life because everything, like even the branches of fruit, you can use for people's consumption.
And also, if you get mad, you can use this as a whip.
Okay, so now we're entering the kitchen. During the olden times, we use old school cooking facilities like this, the clay pot.
I've cooked on one of those before, actually, in India, similar to that.
Okay. And then this is our
Iron.
We put charcoal inside.
Wow.
So is this new for you? Have you
One iron. I have ironed before,
this is
but not with charcoal. No, steam iron. Steam iron.
So this is hand woven by the Tingian tribe from Abra. So apparently they have stories in every cloth. Like the frog. This is a frog, I think, and this is the rice fields.
Color is really
It's so bright
very
and
bright.
vibrant, isn't it?
Yeah. This has been done by the Tingian tribe.
But this is rare. I mean,
This is
it's
very
not-
rare and
yeah.
it's really pricey. Like for this piece of cloth, it costs like around 5,000 pesos.
Wow.
5,000.
It's like $100. This one.
Because it's really handmade, and this
Every
has been
centimeter.
woven like that. So this is the finished product of this process.
So this practice is actually still quite popular in some provinces then.
Yes,
in the north.
In the north.
Right then, let's go and find this spa.
We should make it quick.
Just along the road is the wellness part of the centre. Well, it's not every day I get a welcome like that. This is all about peace and relaxation, and from the moment we step inside, the whole ambience is one of calmness and beauty. Visitors can come for an afternoon, a day, or to stay in one of the comfortable rooms.
Oh, how lovely. This room is overlooking the forest and the garden. It's a good view,
isn't
it's
it?
a good view. So, let me show you the spa area if you are occupying this Hifugang suite that we have here. So the therapist will just knock on your door and then bring you here. So you can do 1 hour body massage here. So we always make sure the convenience of our guests is really 100%. So it's the therapist who really visited the guests, picked them up at the room. Then they give the ropes and then they proceed here together with the guests.
It looks lovely, so Mel and I thought we really needed to try one of the treatments. Well, I chose something for the face.
This is the banana leaves for under the hair.
After all the walking, Mel opted for some foot pampering.
It sort of like probably like relieves or does something with the circulation of the blood in the feet.
We use honey for cleansing, no? Pure honey.
Okay.
I will use the body sleep.
Oh, you put on now?
Okay. Oh, okay. And then the one that you're putting on her is organic honey.
Yes, honey, ma'am. It's,
Honey
pure
from
honey.
here. From here.
For Ilog Maria, ma'am.
Oh. Wow. She's eating it. I can't believe you.
I tried it. I'm not eating it, just a little try.
Oh, you tasted it. Okay. So also for her, probably. Thank you.
Well, it's incredibly picturesque surroundings, and I love the fact that they use organic products as well.
Your face looks glowing now.
It's covered in honey.
Well, I'm really feeling this. It's really nice.
It was so relaxing that we both drifted off. We could have stayed amongst the calming surroundings for much longer, but it had been an interesting insight into healthy living. Well, we've learnt a lot about looking after our bodies. We've had some wonderful treatments and I feel very relaxed now, but probably ready for a spot of dinner. What do you reckon?
Let's go.
Okay, cool. We're back on the ridge in Tagatai, although sadly we can't see the view. I feel loads better, my back was a bit. We've come to the Balai Dako, a chic restaurant that focuses on traditional Philippine cuisine, handed down through generations of the same family.
Hi, hello, hello.
Our menu is Filipino traditional. We don't really stray too far to the fusion style, but there are some fusion dishes that he remembers his grandfather liked to mix this thing with this thing.
Oh, I see.
Then he serves it this way, so guests are like, oh, that's interesting. I've never had it this way before.
Special granddad recipe.
Yes, yes. So, and then we have a little store, you'll see it, where there are a lot of traditional old-fashioned cookies and pastries that back then in his balay po, they used to prepare for parties days in advance. So the cooks would be shaping these little cookies and rolling them.
But now I think it's gourmet now,
Yes,
right?
it's like a giant giant process to host a party in Negros. So he always remembered running into the kitchens and seeing the cooks doing all these things, and we're really supporting the traditional ways of making these things that were not forgotten, but somehow they bring back a lot of memories for our guests.
Well, you're making me very hungry. So should we go and order some food? Yes, thanks
Let's
so much
go.
for your time. Wow.
So it's served in a hot plate.
Beef, what do you say?
It's a pork. So this one doesn't come with an egg there.
I guess.
So what you do, you get the calamansi, so that's the Philippine lemon, and then you just squeeze it there, and then you have to mix it. And then the chili there, you can either like slice it into bits, and then you also mix it there.
So I'll squeeze the lemon on, shall I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. And you just sort of like that,
Right?
and then you mix it.
Great. Can I serve you some? Oh, put a little bit on.
Thank you. Here. So I will taste now your
My concoction. Ready? That's actually really nice.
So it's the lime that gives it.
It was a bit than I did.
Yeah.
That's really nice actually. All the beef's coming.
I know. Wonderful.
So we had an absolutely fantastic appetizer, and now we've got a hearty main course. Lots of beef with garlic here, and the beef shank stew, I was told, is a local dish. Is that right?
Yes, it is. And this one is very popular here.
Fantastic. I'm guessing that goes in the bowl.
Yes. So do you want me this time to serve?
That would be lovely, Val. Thank you. And a nice, generous piece of beef.
I know, but
Maybe I'll use a knife and fork, shall I?
at least you have a piece here.
Okay.
So not that
I'll go back for
nicely.
seconds. Oh,
here.
lovely. Thank you. Great.
So you can try it now.
Okay. Oh, that's good. It's so rich.
So usually, it's sort of like beefy, and at times it would leave you like an oily film on your lips.
Like an oily mustache.
Yes.
I'm going to try it with some blackened onions as well. You guys need to try some of this. Well, it's official. I like Filipino food. Well, I've had an absolutely brilliant first day. I can't believe I've only been in the Philippines 24 hours. We've done so much already. We went to the top of a volcano.
Exactly.
Tried loads of local food. Met people in the community. And now we're having a massage as well, yes. And now some wonderful cocktails.
I'm so happy that you like it here.
And you're a brilliant guide.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers. I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. The next morning, it's goodbye to Tagaytay, and we head back to Manila to catch a flight to our next destination. The island of Bohol in the central Philippines is a favourite with holidaymakers, with its gorgeous beaches and amazing natural landscapes. The flight gives me a chance to see a few more of those 7,000 islands, and you really get a good impression of how well spread this archipelago is. As we come into Bohol, it feels like we're landing in the town itself. The buildings are so close to the runway. It's even hotter than Tagaytay, but with a refreshing sea breeze to reduce the humidity. I can't wait to start exploring. Next time, I'll be hitting some of Bohol's stunning beaches and meeting the famous Pinoy Aquaman. Searching for the smallest primates in the world. Taking a trip upriver to a waterfall and joining in the local celebrations. And checking out the Philippines underwater. See you next time.
Makes you feel like in a dream.